You are watching SCAC Basketball Media Days, and joining us today from Irving, Texas, it is the University of Dallas women's basketball team, head coach Jina Johansen and senior post player Christy Allen. And ladies, we thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Coach Johansen, we'll start with you. Just kind of take me through preseason so far. What have you seen so far from your girls as you get ready to open things up tomorrow?
So far it's been really good for the most part. We have a lot of young kids, which is always a challenge, but something we're kind of used to. But overall, everyone's picked up things really quickly. Practices have gone well. We're playing hard, and our senior Christy and then our other upperclassmen have really done a good job of leading us and kind of showing the younger kids, everything that we expect of them.
Now you bring up your senior, Christy Allen, the lone senior on the team. Tell me a little bit about the young lady to your left. What has she done so far throughout the preseason? And, just kind of give me your expectations for her going into the year.
Yeah, probably the biggest thing for me with Christy is just how consistent she is, and that's just not on the court, but everything. Her attitude, her personality, how hard she works. Every day is basically the same with Christy, which is nice. You know what to expect from her. And she's done a great job this preseason. Same as last year, she was chosen captain again this year. She leads by example. She's also vocal out there. She works really hard, and she's done a really good job for us.
Christy, I'll turn to you. As we mentioned, you're the lone senior on this team. Just tell me how important it is for you to emerge as a leader on this team among a few of your juniors and then also a younger team. How important is that for you this season?
Well, I think being the only senior, I've been doing this the longest, and having so many freshmen, it's really important for them to see what's expected of them and what our program expects for them.
Coach, I'll turn back to you. A couple juniors on this squad as well, making the transition from their sophomore year to their junior year. What have you seen so far? How have they been able to emerge in some leadership roles? And what's kind of your expectations for them coming into this year?
Quite honestly, they're pretty high expectations. All of them came back, Brooke, Marlene, and Emily, and much better players than what they have been the last 2 years. And not that they weren't good the last 2 years. They just have really all improved over the summer, gotten in the weight room, gotten stronger. So expectations are pretty high for them. And they all have a ton of game experience. For the most part, they've started every game since their freshman year. And, they were kind of thrown into the fire that freshman year and survived it. And now, they're juniors, but they're also juniors that have played a lot. So expectations-wise, we expect a lot out of them. And then in leadership-wise, they've done a really good job as well, along with Christy. They're more vocal. They've kind of taken on that leadership role. They all work really hard. So it's kind of nice to see them grow in that area as well as playing-wise.
Christy, I'll come back to you. Share with us some of the team goals that the University of Dallas has set for itself in 2013-14, and also share with me some individual goals that you may have set for yourself.
Coach had the 4 upperclassmen meet last week to talk about this, and we really think that we should be ending the season in the top half of the SCAC, which would be great for our team, especially with so many young players, to get that far. And also, we just really want to be consistent and have high expectations for everybody in their role on the team throughout the season and to keep the energy up.
Coach Johansen, as we kind of mentioned at the beginning, there are some younger players on the team, a ton of freshmen and some sophomores as well. Just kind of explain to us some of the challenges that you faced and how your younger people have accepted that challenge and how they've come through so far in the preseason, and also how they're going to impact the team.
There's probably 4 or 5 right now that will get, immediate playing time and have an immediate impact on our team. Preseason's gone pretty well. You worry about with that many freshmen, how they're going to pick things up. But honestly, everyone's picked up things pretty quickly. Everyone's really coachable. They play hard. So it's been going pretty well for the most part. And like I said, some of them are going to have, an immediate impact, and because they're good, and they're also kind of going to be thrown into the fire as well.
You're watching SCAC Basketball Media Days here with the University of Dallas women's basketball team, and we'll get you both out on this final question. We'll ask it to both of you. Christy, we'll get you to answer first, and Coach Johansen will get you to pick it up from there. For the University of Dallas to be successful in 2013 and 14, what are going to be some of the keys to success?
First of all, it's just going to be consistency on the part of the upperclassmen. With so many freshmen, we're going to have to lead them every step of the way. And then we're going to have freshmen that step up and fill the spots that we have on the team so that it makes one complete unit.
Going off what Christy said, that's the truth. Our upperclassmen have to be consistent this year. We can't be as up and down as what we have been in the past. And then the freshmen have to step in and play a big role as well. In terms of team overall, last year we made huge strides in defense and rebounding, which we really focused on. And I think we can still continue to get better with that. And if we make another step in the right direction, I think it will really help us out a lot.
You have been watching SCAC Basketball Media Days here with the University of Dallas women's basketball team. Head coach Jina Johansen and senior post player Christy Allen, we thank you so much for joining us today, and we wish you good luck here in the upcoming season.
All right, thank you.
The Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, a conference of good sports.